Hello warriors, we welcome you to another part of the series Active Shooter. In the last video we showed you how to move from one cover to another. Today we are going to teach you how to choose the right cover. So we know two types of covers. The best one will be bulletproof and the second one is going to be sideproof. So the bullet can go through your cover, but at least he doesn't see you. If he doesn't see you, he will shoot at you. Of course, the option would be find the one that is hiding you and is bulletproof. Well, it sounds very obvious, but it's not, because from all the films, just like in self-defense, the films make us think that, for example, if we are going to hide behind a car, we're safe. The truth is, it won't even stop the 9mm, so car is not a good option. You need to find something that is, at best, very thick. So when we are talking about something like a wood, or if you are hiding behind the car, you should shoot something like behind the engine or behind the rim of the car. Not to say that the covers that are sideproof are bad, but if you can choose, you should go behind the one that is bulletproof. But even the sideproof ones are very useful, because if he can't see you, he can't shoot at you. So we are talking about something like tall grass, something that is very leafy. It has a lot of leaves, you can hide there. It probably won't save you in the moment when he's already shooting at you, but in the moment when he doesn't see you, it's your opportunity to hide there. And if he doesn't see you, he will not shoot at you, and you can run from one cover to another more easily.
So we are in the forest. What is going to be the first thing that you're going to see? It's going to be the movement.
So you are in a forest. What is going to be the first thing that you're going to see? It's going to be the movement. That's what the eye is designed for. This is the first thing that you are going to see, is the movement. The second thing, do you know what could be? It's going to be the color. So when we are talking some bright colors, orange, it's going to be the second thing that you will notice right away. And the third one would be the silhouette. So the eye can say if it's an animal or it's a human silhouette. Sound. So of course, when we are talking screaming, shooting, yeah, you will recognize that very quickly at first. But even if we are talking about just stepping on dry leaves, he can notice that as well. We could be speaking 100 times about if we are being hunted in the forest or in some town square, but the patterns are going to be the same. It doesn't matter if it's forest, town square, always is going to be the movement, the colors and the silhouette, no matter the place. So for the first exercise, we are going to play a simple game of green light and red light. So we will have to see the shooter without him being able to see us. We will show you.
Go! ¿Lo veis? ¿Saben que no hay? Perfecto. No más, ¿saben que no hay?
The second phase of the training is that the shooter is not only going to scream your name, but he will shoot you right away. So if he sees you, you are dead. The feedback here would be that it's a good way to set one leader who is going to be kind of doing the whole situation. So he will scream either go or stop, or maybe he's got jammed gun, whatever. That means for us who are hiding, we have a clear thing, okay, I don't have to look at the shooter anymore, because I know that one person is looking at him. And if I hear go, I just need to think, what is my next cover? It will be harder for the shooter, because now we are cooperating between us. If we wouldn't have the leader, we would just be running all over the place and more people would die. So it's always good to have the one leader that will set if you can go or you shouldn't. The leader should be in a safe distance, far from the shooter, that he can see the whole area and he can then say if we can go or stop. Of course, he shouldn't be just speaking with his head, he should be covered as well, but he should be the one who's looking at the shooter the most. You could be saying that, but he's screaming, so that means the shooter is automatically going to shoot him. It will not. In the situation, there's going to be a lot of screams and sounds anyway, and he's going to be shooting, so he will hear absolutely nothing. So you don't have to be worried about, okay, leader is screaming, so he's gonna get killed. Another point would be that if you are in the cover and you basically see that he's shooting at your direction, in this case we were behind some trees, sooner or later he would penetrate. Of course, the airsoft gun is not going to be the best, but we cannot use the normal guns for the exercise, of course. But it means when you see that he's shooting at you, you have to move from there, because he's gonna go through the tree. The second point, if he is moving, you cannot just stand in one place and wait for him. If he moves, you need to move accordingly. So the third phase of the training would be that the shooter is going to move, so we have to move as well.
Ганя зараз, довго. pokračuj, pokračuj!
So the red light, green light is very good training method. It's not that good in reality because you are never going to be trying going into the shooter, but it's very good for practicing seeing the shooter, picking your cover and practicing the most basics about the active shooter. So the principle of run, hide and fight will apply here, but the important things for you are where should I run and when should I run, and of course hide, but where should I hide? What is the good cover for me? That's what the training is for. And then for the final part is the fight. You should fight only when you couldn't run and you couldn't hide, so that is your only option. So let's play game number 2. In this one we are going to be trying to go away from the shooter. So not like in the first one when we were trying to go into him, but now your mission is to go as far from him as you can. So let's try it.
Tak ja som rozstrelný jak rozstrelný.
Noha! Noha! Tak, stop!
Everyone died, as expected. So what can we do better? Right away when you hear the shot, you should immediately go to the ground and not just stand there. From there, you need to find the closest cover to you and try to orientate. Where is the shooter? Can I see him? And if you decide to run for another cover, you need to first know which cover do you want to go for. So we are not just running like chicken without head. The biggest mistake that people usually do is just when they hear the first shot, just freeze and stay on one place. What you should do at least is to crouch. Even better if you really lay down and try to find some cover. But to freeze is the absolute death sentence. The same rules apply, of course. The 3-second rule will be very necessary for you to go by. And if you see the shooter coming at you, he already picked you and is trying to hunt you, you need to go away from him. There's no other option. So now we know what we can do better, what are the rules, so let's try and do it better, not die this time.
Jáňa záda, dlouho. Možná. Boom.
So we are finished. It's still far from the best. We made many mistakes, but we have at least one survivor and the one that could maybe fight with it. Me this time. But for us this has been all. If you want your training to be as close to reality as is ours, train better or even best, come and train with us. For us, that's everything.